to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phil, or Feel, and this is my wife Heather. And today we are playing a game that I am eagerly awaiting called Here to Slay by the same guys that made Unstable Unicorns, which we've never played but looks kind of entertaining. Anyways, on this Kickstarter, they had a option of a print and play. So I went and printed it off, and I went a little overboard and I took their screensaver, or not the screensaver, the desktop pictures and made player boards as well. So we have these that should imitate quite nicely the player boards that are coming, or player mats that are coming. There's one for each hero there. So in Here to Slay, you are playing the part of a party leader, and you are off to either create the perfect party of 6 classes of the 7, or you are trying to slay 3 monsters to end the game. So you either need 6 different classes of heroes, including your party hero or your party leader, or slay 3 monsters. Now, party leaders vary from regular heroes in that they have a class, but they also have a special ability, like this guy. His special ability is each time you roll to use a hero's card effect, it's +1 to your roll. So this is an ongoing thing that you always get, no matter what you're doing, as long as you're rolling for that particular, to use a hero's effect card. The other ones are variations. Each time you play a modifier card on a roll, +1 or -1 to that roll. Doesn't matter, because this game is very much Munchkin-esque in that it is a take that kind of a game. You are trying to mess with other players' plans while getting your plans moved ahead. So there are different things of these. While I keep explaining, I'm going to hand these all over to my wife so she can figure out what she would like to do. Now, the next thing I'll go over, since they're the other bigger size too, is the monster deck. On monster cards, when you go to slay them, you have requirements to do, and then you have a bar to get over and a bar to get under. So on this one, the Corrupted Sabertooth, you need to have a minimum of 3 heroes in your party, not including your party leader. If you roll a 6 or less, you have to sacrifice a hero card, which means he goes to the discard bin, and you no longer have him in your party because he was a tasty, tasty treat. On a 9+ on this one, you slay this monster, and you get to draw a card. Now, once you defeat them, they act kind of like a hero party leader, in that it gives you a permanent boost for the rest of the game. So this one, if you slay this monster, not only do you get to draw a card, on each of your turns, each time you would destroy a hero card, you may steal that hero card instead. There are a few words in here that, so sacrifice means that he was killed by a monster. Destroy means that I destroyed your hero. Steal means I'm taking it from your party that's out and putting it in here. There's that. You want the Divine Arrow?
Yes.
What is his special ability?
Each time you roll to attack a monster card, +1 to your roll.
Awesome.
And he is a ranger.
Yep, so the class works. Okay, so we're going to put those down now that I get them a little bit of a shuffle. Now, the hero deck has 4 main types of cards in it. you have your actual heroes. Now you're playing these down onto your party, and they have special abilities on the bottom that you have to roll 2 dice, and if you get above that number, you get to use that one. Like this one is the Complex Illusion Guardian. Draw 2 cards. If you roll an 8+, you get to draw 2 cards. If at least one of those cards is a modifier card, you may reveal it, then spend an extra action point this turn. Next type is pretty simple and straightforward. The challenge. So if somebody goes and plays a card, you may play this card when another player attempts to play a hero, item, or magic card. You're challenging the play of that. You will roll against who's ever trying to play, and whoever has the higher, if you're the higher, that card gets discarded along with this one. If not, the card goes through just fine. No big deal. But you spent a card. The next would be a modifier card. Now, the modifiers have a plus and a minus to them. Sorry, I pulled that back really fast. So this one is a +3 and a -1. Now what that means is if you play this modifier card, it's either a +3 to that roll or it's a -1. So if I'm rolling, I'm obviously going to use that +3 unless I really want to mess with other people or end the game or something like that. I'm going to use that only for myself. And the -1 I would use if Heather decided to roll. And then there are also magic cards that are instant plays on your turn that, like this one is Captivating Spell, +3 to all your rolls until the end of your turn. Now with that being said, the challenge cards are free because you can play them whenever, but on your turn, you get 3 action points. The first one that you can do is you can draw for 1 action point. You can draw a card, play a card from your hand. If you're playing a hero, you get to roll to use that ability. Or if you have a hero card down and want to use their ability, you can use an action point to do that. For 2 action points, you can attack a monster. And which that includes if you have all the requirements. Let's just flip these up right now. So that's a possessed plushie. Which requirements for that is 1 hero in your party, and you have to discard a challenge card. If you defeat this on a 7+, each time you play a challenge card, draw a card. The Gortaladunit requirements, you need to have a guardian, a ranger, and a random hero in your party. 9+ to slay him, and then if you do slay him, each time you end your turn with no cards in your hand, you may draw 3 cards. And the last guy is the Rex Major. Requires a guardian and a hero. This is interesting. This is the first time we've really had ones that had requirements of you to, like the heroes, different types of heroes pop up. Mm-hmm. To slay this monster, it's an 8+. Each time you draw a modifier card, you may reveal it and draw a second card. Now, this one's a little different too. If you fail, which is 4 or less, you have to discard 2 of your cards from your hand. So that's on 2. So if you go to do that, that's what you're doing. You roll 2 dice. If it's higher or lower than the requirements, then you take the effects. If it's in that middle space, nothing happens, but you still lose your action turns. On for 3 action points, you can discard every card in your hand, if any at all, and draw up to 5. You do not have to use all your action points. You can do, if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. There are item cards that do certain things to hero. They get equipped to heroes, and they do certain things to heroes. I'm just going to take these 4 cards and set them aside rather than because I have already shuffled this deck. Let me get you the Divine Bow, which gets you oh, you're going to go monster slaying. Yep, that is the spot. You're going to go monster slaying this game. Okay. You know, just to mess with, I am taking the Veiled Raider. Those can just get set aside once everybody's picked their hero. The Veiled Raider is a guardian and a thief. At the beginning of my turn, I pick which class it is, either the guardian or the thief. And each time you roll 12 or more, including modifier cards, you may steal a hero card. So I have to, anytime I roll...
Next time we're not showing each other which cards we pick until after they're picked.
Oh, okay. I think this one was... I didn't pick it. If I was going to mess with you, I'd pick something else, but...
You just said, I'm going to mess with you and pick this one.
Well, I'm going to mess with you in the fact that I'm going to see if my dice holds true. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. There we go. Okay, let me double check my set here. There we are. We're all set. I did like their player mats when I saw them, though, because they had nicely defined spaces with good art in the background. The art on this game is amazing, which kind of drew me to it. That and it's a Munchkin-esque game, but not Munchkin. So,
what's wrong with Munchkin?
For 2 players, it just doesn't play well, and you don't enjoy it. So, you don't get all the references.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
6. It's not...
Dumb or something? 4, 5.
I got 6. So, I am going first.
It's okay, not many people are going to get that reference.
You'd be surprised on that one, I am sure. And let's see, we are going first turn. I do need to check. Again, we have played this a couple of times. We're still getting used to some of the things. My only issue with this print and play was the rules.
It was made. I mean.
Wow.
Aw.
Okay. Okay, that's what it is. You have to have a card that allows you to draw cards. Okay. Oh, I can't stop yawning. That's not a very good thing. Alright. I am going to play one of mine. So, oh right, I can draw from the deck. I'm going to draw one from the deck, so that's one of my action points. Ooh, these guys are all fun. I am going to make him a thief. I am going to, so this is my second action. I'm going to play Wild Shot, and because I just played him, I get to roll for his special ability, which is if I draw 3 cards, or if I get 8+, I draw 3 cards and discard one of those 3, or any card. And that is a 6, so I do not get to use that. And I have a third one. Oh, I'll save that for later. I am going to play Slippery Paws for my third action. On a 6+, I pull 2 cards from another player's hand, then discard one of those cards. So I need a 6. Really? Snake Eyes? I rolled a Snake Eyes.
So much for that.
Yeah, no kidding. That was my 3. Yeah, no. Well, if I'm going to fail horribly on dice, it's usually in a game against you. So
True.
It is your turn, so you get 3 actions. So that's 1.
Do you have to have like some special thing to discard cards? Can you have as many cards as you want?
Yeah, you can have as many cards as you want.
My cards.
There's no hand limit size, which is very nice. She's contemplating, folks.
I guess I can play this one.
What you doing? So that's your second one. Fury Knuckle. He's a fighter or warrior.
Pull a card from another player's hand. If it is a challenge card, pull a second card from that player's hand.
Okay, well, roll your dice. 5+. Oh. That's a 3. Wow, the dice are not nice tonight. You get 1 more action. Alright, my turn again. I am going to roll to use wild. Actually, you know what? Since I have a hero, I am going to change him. Or I have a thief, I'm going to change his class to a guardian. So I have guardian, ranger, and a thief, which is 3 of the 6 classes I need. And that's a 7. So, and I have no modifiers, so I cannot.
I can play that, right?
Yeah, but I failed anyway, so there's no reason to.
I thought you were playing the other one.
No, I'm playing his.
Oh.
Nope, not going to do that. But sorry.
Never mind.
You're good. And so that was 1. I'm going to draw a card. And I'll draw a card. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do that.
1. I mean, you can try to take Plushie there.
That's what I was thinking.
The possessed Plushie.
Because, yeah, card drawing is not helping anything.
So you're going to use your 2.
I'm going to attack
The
possessed
plush.
plush. 7+ points, hopefully.
7+.
What?
That's an 11.
I killed it.
You did. You ruined that thing's day.
Right? That's where it goes.
Yep. So
Each time you play a challenge card, draw a card. Do I have to discard a challenge card?
no, when you play, like if you challenged me, you would get to draw a card. So keep that in mind. The new monster is the Wicked Sea Serpent. The requirements is a hero, and you have to discard an item card. So it's being very specific about what you have to discard.
So you would have to have that in your hand.
You'd have to have an item card in your hand. And if you manage to defeat this Wicked Sea Serpent, each time you play an item card, you get to draw a card. Very nice. Okay, that was your 3. It's my turn. I am going to spend my first action to use the Wild Shots ability if I get above it. That's a 9. And so I get to draw 3 cards and then I have to discard 1 card. Okay, I actually got a pretty decent mix on this time. All right, that's the problem. We don't have a good velvet like card table surface, so getting the good Vegas wash is hard. And with a deck that thick, because they're homemade cards, it's hard to get the good shuffle like you like. Okay, and I gotta discard one. No, we'll get rid of him. So that was one. I'm actually going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and it is your turn, my dear.
Mm-hmm. Can I play this? Yeah, it's a magic card. Call to the fallen. Search the discard pile for a hero card and add it to your hand.
Well, alrighty then. She's learning. I don't like this. There was 1, so you get to use 2 more.
I guess I'll play him.
Okay. Pardon me. So
I don't have to play it, do I? Like that immediately.
No, and there's nothing in there, so it makes no sense to roll for it.
Exactly. So. I'm gonna draw another card then. Your turn. Why do I keep drawing these?
And okay. And is my go. All right. You know what? I'm gonna try and use his ability again. So 8+, and I get to draw 3 cards and have to discard. That's a 7.
Oh, I didn't even get to use that.
You know what? I'm gonna do that, so that becomes an 8. So that succeeds, and I get to draw 3.
I feel like you should be playing some of those cards.
Oh, don't worry. Your demise is coming.
Mm.
Oh, buddy. If you successfully... Okay, well... So I got one more ability. I am going to attack the Wicked Sea Serpent, which means I can discard this, and because that's an item card. And now I got to roll a 7+ to slay this monster. Ooh, that's an 11. You gonna mess with me or no? So.
I don't think I have enough to mess with that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, too late.
Okay. And our new monster is a Reef Ripper. Need 1 hero. 9+. Oh, this is...
You have to roll lower.
This is what I like about this game, too. You have to roll a 6 or lower for this monster to slay it. On a 9+, you have to sacrifice a hero card. It's a very interesting dynamic to throw into a game, where you're never sure if high is good or low. Darn you, access and allies in your 1s being the best.
Never played.
Yeah. Me and Shane have lots of good memories, mainly frustration on his end. Each time, if you defeat this monster, each time you unsuccessfully roll to use a hero card effect, you may draw a card. That little crab is very useful. Interesting. Okay, so that I used his ability and I killed a monster, so it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and roll for that.
Okay, so coming right out the gate. At the gate, ready to kill a monster.
Oh, that thing.
That's an 11. So you have to sacrifice one of your heroes on the altar of pinchers. Oh. Alright, you still have one ability. Or one action point left to spend.
Just gonna draw.
Just gonna draw a card. Okay. No, right, where am I at? I am going to play that guy. Spooky the Wizard is a 10 on a 10 plus. Each other player must sacrifice a hero card. That's a 6. So that does. Can I? No, I can't get there. And I am also going to, for my second one, I'm also going to play Distortrivian. Yeah, that's hard. Why would they give such hard names to all those sorcerers? Yeah. He's a sorcerer from the expansion, mini expansion that goes with this to give extra classes. On a 10 plus, I trade party leader cards with another player. That's a 6, so I do not get to do that, which would have been fun, but
not really.
I mean, and so that was 2, and I am just going to draw another card. Go ahead, my dear. That was my 3.
I have Smooth Meow, the thief. Pull a card from the hand of each other player with a thief in their party.
Oh, on a 7 plus.
Oh,
that definitely is a. Poker face. Give nothing away.
I don't know. I'm not sure how you keep your hand organized, so. Just kidding. There you go.
That
Lame.
could hurt, actually. What else you got in there?
Oh, right. I guess I got
You got 2 more actions.
I thought that was a whole.
Nope, you just played the kitty.
I played that and then rolled to use the effect of a hero card already in your party. Isn't that one?
No, you just played him. So you get to use that for free.
Huh.
So you still have 2 actions.
Oh, right. Roll to use your effect immediately. Never mind.
Hey, he has been a guardian for a long time. I just have left him at a guardian.
Okay. Can I play this?
What is that?
Each time you roll to use the equipped hero card's effect, +2 to your roll.
Yep. So you can put it on either.
I can put it on either of those, or can I put it on this one?
Nope, just those guys. Heroes. Party leaders are separate from heroes. Although they're basically the same thing. But I do enjoy this game.
I should use that one. It is. How do you set it underneath?
Yeah, that'll work.
There. And that was
2. You got 1 more. And let's see, what else do I got going on here? Need to draw a card. Yes, I have to play this guy. Which will give me 6. So if this now would be the time to play a modifier card if you have one. This would be my second, or not a modifier, a challenge card.
There, I just drew it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so a challenge. This means that we both pick up our dice and chuck them at each other. Gently. That was an 8. Do you have any modifiers you want to use? Oh yeah. This can get downright vicious if you so desire.
+2.
+2.
+2.
Yeah, I can't stop that.
And the -4 to yours.
Ow.
I don't know.
That's more than enough. Yeah, I can't. You might keep that. I can't stop that. Dang it. Okay, well, in that case, this hero. Hold on. Let me double check. What if he goes.
You go in the trash pile, or do I get him?
Challenge can be used to use. Stop another player in their tracks. You may.
Because I'd gladly take it. No, wait. That was a fighter?
Yeah.
I don't want a fighter. I'm just challenging you because you have 6. I haven't drawn anything but fighters.
Wow. No. He goes to the discard.
Oh, that's fine because I don't want him.
So I get 2 more. Kind of a little salty now. You know what? We're doing Winds of Change, which is a magic card. Return an item card equipped to any player's hero card to that player's hand, then draw a card.
What?
You get your item back to your hand. And I get to draw a card. I don't want you.
What do you get?
Nothing worthwhile. Okay, it's your turn.
I think I'm going to try and go for that one again.
Okay, oops. I'll take my dice, sorry.
You just have to have that and sacrifice. Oh, that's right. This is why I don't win. What?
3. There you go.
I did it.
We did it, fam. You got one more action. And our new one is the Voltclaw Lion. Requirements are that you have a hero and you discard a magic card. Negative or 4 or less, you sacrifice a hero. 7 or more, slay this monster. Each time you play a magic card, you get to draw a card.
I drew a card and then I attacked, right? That's 2 points to attack a card.
Yeah.
So that's 3 points.
I did miss that you drew that guy.
It's your turn.
Yep. I am getting desperate.
Don't yawn.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to. It's been a long day of work and I drew a card, right? No, I haven't done anything yet. Okay. I am actually going to try a magic card. I'm trying Entangle. So I discard 2 cards and then I steal a hero card from you.
That's
So
not nice.
discard 2. You can use a
Do you
challenge
steal
if you...
it from my hand?
No, I steal it from your party.
I don't...
So if you have a challenge card, you can play it to stop me if you want.
I want to use it for that, but here.
She's using the special Ranger Challenge, which means she has to have a Ranger in her party to use the challenge card, which her hero is a Ranger this time, for sure.
+3 to my roll.
+3 to your roll.
It says so right there.
Oh, dang it.
Take that, bitch! Just kidding.
Do you want to re-roll? You don't need to re-roll that. Oh, God. Yep. Okay, well, that failed again. And that goes over
Take
there.
my cards.
So that was my first action. I still get 2. None of you do me any good. I'm going to use his ability. Yeah, I'm going to use his ability. If I can get a 8+ here. That is an 8. Dang it, that's now 4. Okay, well that failed. Fine. I'll draw a card and it's your turn.
Oh, let me draw a card.
Interesting.
What are the cursed items?
They have negative effects when equipped.
You can equip them?
Yeah.
Oh, like I can put it on yours.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the rules that said you can't. Nope, no, it doesn't specify whether you have to use your own hero or not.
How many points does it cost?
Just one. It's 1 action point.
It doesn't say okay, there. Putting it on that one.
Curse of the Snake's Eye. Each time you roll to use the equipped hero's card effect, -2 to your roll. You're mean.
You have to roll double 6s.
I do have to roll double 6s, but that's also a challenge, and I like a challenge. That was 1. What else are you up to?
I think I might try that. Yes, okay. Roll plus
7+. Double 6s. I'll take it. It is yours. It is yours. And you win.
I win because I defeated 3 monsters.
You slayed 3 monsters. You were here and you slayed. You were here to slay.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Oh.
Alright. End of game.
That is the end of the game. Heather won because she got her 3 monsters. I almost won. I needed 1 more, but I kept getting... I got the 1 bear, but I kept getting heroes.
I had 3 fighters, so it was pointless.
Yeah. You can put more fighters out because you can have as many characters in your party as you want.
I said you had to have 1 of each to win.
You have to have 1 of each, but party size doesn't matter. You can have 50 heroes if you wanted.
You didn't make that clear. I'm
terribly sorry. That is the game, folks. I really enjoy this.
I don't.
It's
just kidding.
No,
it's
fine.
Favorite.
It's not your favorite, and that's perfectly okay. What I like about this game is even at 2 players, it does feel fun. There is a good level of back and forth between players, especially if the right cards come up. And what I can see, this will scale really well with more players involved. I think at the 4 count, it would probably be...
It'd probably be a lot better.
A very much of a shank you game. Shank you very much.
Shank you, yes.
So, thanks for watching. As always, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, there is a like and subscribe button somewhere up there. I don't know where exactly. Other people can point correctly. I have no clue. Also, we are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon. Patreon, obviously, if you want to throw some bucks our way, that is a great way to support us a little more directly as we create more content for you guys to view and enjoy, and really tells us that you want to see that. So, without further ado, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Alright, bye.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.